Xbox might be playing the long game here. It was just announced that in August of 2025, Gears of War 1 is getting yet another remaster, but this time it's also going to be available on PlayStation consoles. What does this mean for the greater Xbox brand, and do we expect more things like this to happen in the future? I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into this today, show you my thoughts and opinions, and tell you what we can expect out of the future of Xbox. So, it's no secret that Xbox has kind of been pivoting away from the typical console war stuff that we are accustomed to since the Xbox 360 and Xbox One days. The Xbox 360 was a phenomenal console for Microsoft. It won that generation, but ever since the Xbox One, Xbox has been playing a losing battle. They have not sold nearly enough consoles, not nearly as many as Sony has with their PlayStation consoles, and they are very far behind. Typically, what the console wars come down to is your price point of the console and the good first-party exclusives that you have. So, back in the 360 days, Xbox had Halo and Gears of War, Forza, games of that nature that were already critically acclaimed and were very positively received. Games that really made you want to buy the console. If you wanted to play the new Halo, if you wanted to play the new Gears of War, you had to purchase an Xbox console. While some of the first-party exclusives have still been good since those days, they definitely haven't been as high of quality or as good as they were back then. But Sony has been absolutely killing it with their first-party games, literally since the PS4, and Xbox has just fallen way behind. While the consoles, pretty much every generation, are comparable in terms of actual power, what you're going to be buying is the ecosystem. Are you used to playing on a PlayStation? Are you used to playing on an Xbox? You might go with that. Are there specific games you want to play? You might end up going with a PlayStation console because you really want to play Last of Us. You want to play God of War. You want to play Spider-Man. Xbox knows it's been fighting a losing battle, so as of recently, they've been porting a lot of their franchises over to PlayStation, and Xbox has been coming at this with the thought process of when anybody can play their games that they want to play wherever they are on whatever platform that they have, everybody wins, which in theory is a completely perfect take. I completely get that. If you want to play Gears of War, you should be able to play it wherever you want. That is a net positive for the gaming community. The issue is that they've already moved Forza over to PlayStation, they've moved Sea of Thieves over to PlayStation, and now they're going to get Gears of War. Given this is not a new entry into the Gears of War franchise, but it sets a precedent. We have Gears of War 1 now going to PlayStation. I can 100% guarantee you Halo is going to be next. Whether that be Infinite or the MCC, Halo 100%, I'm going to say it within a year or two, will be on PlayStation in some capacity. Xbox is just playing this thing of, well, we are not selling consoles, so we need to be getting money and revenue from other things. Game Pass is doing really well, but we need other sources of revenue because the consoles really aren't selling well. Not to mention that Xbox just increased the price of literally everything between their consoles, games, and hardware. Everything got more expensive. They're blaming tariffs, but we all know it's just corporate greed at this point. Nintendo did it first. Xbox is doing it, and I guarantee Sony's going to be doing it soon. But the real thing is Xbox might be playing the long game because, in theory, what they are doing is the best possible scenario for gamers. Whatever platform you decide to play your games on should be where you can get every single game. PC is really good in this regard. You don't have to pay for online, and you can get virtually any game on PC, and you have modding capabilities, and you have a lot of indie games that consoles don't have. The only downside with a PC is the fact that it is a little bit more expensive to get into initially, and then you will have to upgrade your parts every so often, whereas a console, you purchase it for now $600, and it's good for like 8 years, somewhere thereabouts. But the issue I see with what Xbox is doing, and I've said this before and I will say it again, is this thought process only works if the other companies are abiding by it. But no other company is doing what Xbox is doing, and that is what is ridiculous about their whole mantra here. Why do I own an Xbox console when I could play almost every single game I would want to play on PC or on PlayStation, or maybe eventually on the Switch too? I can't play Super Mario Sunshine, or I can't play Mario Kart on PC or on Xbox. Maybe on PC with like some sort of emulator, but I can't play it legally I can't play Spider-Man, The Last of Us, God of War, so many different games I cannot play on the Xbox because they are PlayStation exclusive. Sony essentially has a stranglehold on the console market. Nintendo is in their own little league, like, no one really thinks about them because their consoles are never really that powerful. Like, I'm pretty sure the Switch 2 is going to be maybe as powerful as, like, an Xbox One. Like, the Switch 2 is not a powerful console. Nintendo is in their own league. They're doing what they do. Between Xbox and Sony, Sony has clearly won, and Xbox is going to try to do whatever they can to basically keep getting revenue, whether that be from Game Pass or porting their games into other things. The reason I say that maybe the Xbox is playing the long game here is maybe they're seeing a market shift that we haven't, as consumers, fully realized. Maybe they have been in talks with these other companies, and maybe some of their other exclusive games are going to be coming to different consoles. Maybe in the future, this looks like a really smart move in hindsight. I don't see that happening right now, though, because the next Xbox console is going to come out in a few years, probably. What purpose am I going to have to buy it if, in theory, I could play any of these games on any other device? I really hope that I'm wrong in that not everything is going to go multi-platform with Xbox, but we all know that the console share between Microsoft and Sony is a super large gap. Xbox is so far behind. They need to make up some sort of ground somehow. Raising your prices on your consoles certainly doesn't help, but getting your games on other platforms can help. So hopefully I'm completely wrong. Maybe they're playing the long game. Maybe they're just trying to make a quick buck. I don't know. It's definitely a beneficial decision to bring Gears of War and all these other franchises to multiple platforms for the gamer sense. But in terms of if you're going to try to give people a reason to come to your platform, they're really just giving you less and less reasons. Again, I hope I'm wrong about this. I hope they're playing the long game because I genuinely like the mantra that Xbox has. I like their ecosystem. Game Pass is still a phenomenal value. But as it stands right now, it just seems like decisions to get money and not actually increase your market share. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you excited for this Gears of War remaster again? Let me know what you guys think. Let's keep this conversation going. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you in the next one. Cheerio, mates.